We're at 302 Pico, and people are lighting fires now. You can see they lit a fire. These guys, not all the people there, but some of those guys lit that fire, and
these guys are.
They're actually the trees caught fire, and then the palms are catching fire. So civilians are now lighting fires down in the so-called flats around Santa Monica, Venice. So be safe out there. Fire department's been dispatched. We don't have enough water to put this thing out. We're supposedly on.
He started the West Hills fire because that was started at a parking lot. He's going to come over here and light up this area.
Oh my gosh. No, this is crazy. I can't even believe it. Because I'm like
a 30-year-old guy,
Crazy. Because I'm like, how does a fire jump literal cities?
I know. I can understand there, but all the way over
Exactly.
to West Hills,
that doesn't make any sense. Okay.
All right.
Thanks for letting me know, guys.
Yeah.
And we were able to do a citizen's arrest and detain him until the police had arrived. He had a like a propane tank or it's a big yellow tank, like a flamethrower basically. And the neighbor said that he saw the guy behind a van trying to light something on fire. The guy looked like he was in his mid-20s. He said that he had a blowtorch to smoke marijuana because he couldn't afford a lighter. He spoke.
We want to go live to Woodland Hills, where Zach Sauce from our sister station KTVU in Oakland is helping out with our coverage tonight. And Zach, you've been in this Woodland Hills neighborhood that's typically quiet, but not tonight necessarily.
Yeah, far from quiet. This afternoon already starting off incredibly tense for this neighborhood. We're about 5 miles as the crow flies from the Kenneth fire. So people here were already on standby, ready to leave their homes. And then things got even more frightening for these neighbors. Around 4:30 this afternoon, we're along the intersection of Arcos and Glendo. Around 4:30 in the afternoon here, neighbors say they saw a man on a bicycle with a blowtorch. He was driving up and down the blocks with this blowtorch, apparently trying to light trash cans with tree debris on fire. At one point, trying to light a old Christmas tree, a dead Christmas tree on fire. Neighbors fearing that he could start, of course, another fire, deciding they had had enough, that they were going to step in. They followed this gentleman up the block, and that is where two neighbors finally decided to detain him. They had zip ties, and thankfully they were able to hold on to this person. The LAPD arriving a short time later, taking this person into custody on suspected arson. Now, I can tell you that through a police source, we have learned that this person is believed to have been tied to the Kenneth fire. We are blurring out their face. You are looking at this video of him being detained. We are blurring out his face because police have not officially come out and said that he is connected to the Kenneth fire. But this is what a police source is saying. Neighbors now here being credited with potentially stopping another wildfire from starting. Take a listen.
I just heard a lot of disturbance outside, and I heard someone in the front yard and someone else yelling over there, and there was a lot of yelling back and forth, and I didn't really know what was happening. So looked outside, and there was a gentleman with a blowtorch, like a propane blowtorch, like not a little one, like a full size, like commercial size blowtorch. And the other gentleman was yelling at him to put it down, and he didn't want to put it down. And we're like, no, you got to stop now. And he said, well, he's already tried to start a fire at my house. And so he tried to start a fire across the street. And he's like, he's got to stop. We need to detain this and call the police, get on the police. And so we called the police and basically detained him here until the police got here. And the police took him away.
The idea that this person may have started the fire, what goes through your head right now?
I mean, there's a lot of people on edge right now. It's terrifying. I've got 2 children inside that are very terrified of like what's going on. We can see smoke all around us. it's a terrifying time. You know, you don't want to put anyone through this. This isn't what we're about. This is just scary for everyone.
With all the fires around us, everybody's been on pins and needles. Everybody's like seeing all the footage, and we're just heartbroken by everything. And we're like, that could be us, you know. So as soon as you see that you may have stopped something, it's like, I don't know, you feel really like you feel happy that you might have kept something from happening here, because we don't need any more. We don't need any more of the stress that we've been under. We've got kids. We're trying to go to school. We're trying to go to work. You know, it's crazy. Crazy times.
Yeah, a crazy time indeed. Just really a frightening situation here, particularly when you look at some of the tree debris outside of some of these homes, some of the dry brush here, some of the dry leaves on these trees. You know, it really possibly might have not taken very much for this whole area to go up. Back to you.
Yeah, we've talked about neighbors stepping up to donate or take care of people, but this is an example of neighbors stepping up to protect their neighborhood.
Yeah, it really is. Really remarkable. And, you know, the neighbors talked about, you know, not just wanting to help one another, but I mean, this is a situation where this is a neighborhood with a lot of families. Their kids were already terribly frightened about watching all of the fires go up in LA, the parents telling them, you know, we might have to leave at any moment. So this was not a situation where anyone in this neighborhood was willing to take any chances.